Well, hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to the Waterhole Show. My name is Amy and I will be here with you for today, and I'm excited to be back, to be enjoying all the sights and sounds of the various locations that we get to visit throughout the day here in Africa. And we're starting off at Tau Game Lodge in Madikwe Game Reserve with some beautiful zebra and impalas. Now, of course, this is, as always, a live and interactive show, so do make sure you chat to us. Let me know any comments and questions that you may have, and you can send those through via the Wild Earth website or the app. You can also join the conversation on X using the hashtag WildEarth, or you can chat to us in the YouTube chat stream. Just remember to use @FC if you'd like to make sure that we see your questions and comments. Otherwise, you can now WhatsApp us. Simply add Wild Earth as a contact, and then you can use your mobile device to send through those comments and questions. Shireen, hello, you joining us from Melbourne in Australia, and you say that it's very cold there at the moment. Well, I'm glad we get to share some sunshine with you through the screen today. I think the weather is sunny but mild now that we are in the heart of winter. We've got these beautiful days. I love the weather. It warms up nicely, but not too hot. There's still a little bit of a chill in the air, and it's not long. Around 4 o'clock or so, you already need to put a fleece on in the evenings. But I think areas like Madikwe, which is sort of this semi-arid borders onto desert area, it can get very cold here as well. Some kudus moving off there into the thickets. Okay, lovely. Apparently a warthog is having a bit of a mud bath at Founders, so let's head over there. Oh my word. It looks like the happiest warthog in all of Warthog Land. Oh, a giraffe moving there. A few heads in the background. Are you a happy little warthog? Oh, now in the dirt. Oh yeah, get to all the spots. It looks like it has a little bit of a limp. Nothing too serious. But wow, that looks like one. Oh, there we go. It's rolling on the hill there now. Okay, lovely. A giraffe is arriving at Oldonyo, so let's head over there. How long is it going to take this one to come for a drink? Oh, the scene here gets me every time, I must say. The clouds, the sky, the grass. Oh, zebra. That's cool. We've been seeing more of them lately, which is really nice. Jane, hello. You say congratulations, Amy. Sandringham now has its own leopard. I know, Jane. I couldn't be happier. No one's going to wipe the smile off my face for a long time after yesterday. We are very happy to have found her and have had such a magical sighting that we've had. And here's to hopefully many more to come. David, you'd also like some sunshine? Absolutely, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sending some your way. It's good to have you with us for the show. Pink? Yes, I think we've seen warthog here. It's not all the time, but we do see them come past on occasion. Oh, there's a few cool birds around as well. Is that one of the straw-tailed widers, I wonder?
This unfolds in front of you. Do you want to know why impala are the most common antelope we find here in the Kruger National Park? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live. Connect with nature. Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We'll be
And you pretend like you're a citizen, eh?
Got no idea what's going on this reserve.
Expecting the unexpected.
Are we stuck down there?
What am I trying to do?
So we have another giant of Mabula.
That was incredible.
This is unbelievable.
It's going to be a spectacular afternoon.
Out here, every moment counts. As a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing. Watch the Wild Earth channel ad-free, 24/7, and rewind if you want to catch something again. Enjoy behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and early access to travel offers. It's the best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Wow, well, it seems to be quite a giraffe themed start to our show today. And here we have a giraffe that is coming to drink at Founders. We don't see this all the time. Warthog there as well. Definitely a different warthog to the one we started off with. There we go, girl. How cool is this? And just a beautiful reflection there as well. Jive Bunny, hello. Yes, I'm here in between drives hosting the Waterhole show. And in terms of seeing giraffe at Founders, I've seen them here before, yes. Like I say, often just their heads in the background. I think I've seen one come and drink during a previous show, but definitely not all the time, not every day from what I've observed. Wow, perfectly still, no wind or anything to disturb the water, so just a perfect reflection. Calvin, no, so I don't believe there are elephants at Founders. They aren't a big 5-game reserve. They definitely do have rhinos. We see plenty of them. Well, it seems like our waterholes are quite busy this afternoon while this giraffe enjoys a drink here. Let's head over to some elephants at Rosie's Pan. Well, it's always nice to see some elephants at a waterhole. And it looks like the one at the back did some splashing around today at some point. A little bit of darker coloration across its body. Can see this elephant closest to us. I think it's going to walk right past the camera. Has a bit of a notch out of its right tusk. Probably been used quite a bit. we go. Moving off slowly. Tennis, hi. You want to know if I drive home every night after game drive? I do, and in between drives I come back. So I'm doing the waterhole from my home. It's not too far, a few minutes drive, and very, very fortunate to be able to be in that position. Very grateful for Sandringham so that I can be based from home. Alright, well, while these elephants enjoy a drink here, let's head over to Tau. And the crocs are here. Goodness me, we've seen a lot of crocs. I mean, it's the same ones that we're seeing, I'm assuming, but they've been out a lot. Interesting to notice the color difference between these two. As far as I'm aware, there's no difference in terms of coloration to say, let's say the lighter one is female and the darker one is male. It's just genetically that it varies from individual to individual. And clearly the one in the foreground just has a lot of more darker scoots, which are basically the scales of a crocodile compared to the one at the back. Viv, yes, I suppose so. They are similarly sized, although that doesn't mean too much. Once a croc reaches maturity, it becomes very difficult to age them. With quite long lifespans, 60, 70 years, some even living close to 100, it's difficult to say once they sort of reach their full size how old they are.
We have just had our efforts paid off.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
Would you like to know the difference between a male and female wildebeest? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Wow, we can really see the details of those scutes, which are basically what we call crocodile scales there, and all perfectly aligned. It's incredible when you start to notice the details. So there's a bit of an interesting discussion going on regarding crocs, in terms of, David, you asking if the crocs are being sociable or if they are just hanging out on the waterside sunbathing together. Alex, you say crocs are more tolerant and sociable of each other than people think. Also, Lenny asking if crocs are considered nocturnal animals or diurnal, or are they just active when the opportunity presents itself. So this is very interesting stuff, and we can chat all about it, which is what's so great about this show. So first of all, are crocodiles nocturnal? So if we go with a straight line definition of what nocturnal means, then yes, crocodiles are primarily active at night. They do a lot of moving around, hunting, and that sort of thing then. But of course we know that they move in the day, and they also use the cover of night to help better conceal themselves and take the opportunity to hunt. But that's hugely dependent as well on what the weather is doing, being reptiles, how much energy they have to be able to move around at night. We do know that often it is in the early morning that we see crocodile tracks on the road or crossing the road when they're moving from one water source to another, if they choose to do that, and that primarily happens in the cover of darkness. But they are definitely opportunistic. In the daytime, they mostly are sunbathing, basically getting up the energy stores to max capacity. But yes, if there's an opportunity in the day, they 100% will take it if they feel they want to or can. And then in terms of their sociability, there's a lot. I mean, we don't have the opportunity to talk about crocs too much or even observe their social interactions and sort of family structures, their dominance, their everything that goes on within the crocodile world. But there is quite a strict hierarchy between crocs. There will be dominant males that often are quite territorial over water sources and can be tolerant of submissive males around them, much like hippos in that way. And they can also have females within that group as well. And yes, they can most certainly cooperate to hunt together, which is also an interesting one. So they can coordinate an attack, which is incredible. It speaks to their cognitive ability as well. Crocodiles can also recognize each other, individuals, and they communicate with one another. Female crocodiles look after their young, showing parental care, which is unlike many other reptiles. So they have very complex social structures that are very much structured, highly so, and you can definitely see groups of them together. well, plenty of animals other than crocs around here at Tau, including a troop of baboons that are moving through there, some impalas, there are kudus as well. Goodness, that kudu got chased by a baboon. That was quite funny. Not that a baboon could do much to a kudu, but it just shows how sort of submissive in that way kudus are, just avoiding conflict. And looking at these male impalas makes me think of how the rutting season has, well, I don't want to say it's completely ended because I heard a rutting impala today, but it's definitely, the frequency of the rut has gone down significantly, and the boys are calming down. They're becoming more tolerant of one another. The females don't have to be chased around so much, so everyone is, you know, a lot calmer. Oh, there's a baby baboon on the back there. Oh, I love when they do that. If I was a baby baboon, that's definitely where I would be. There's two. Oh, the little one there is very dark. Still a little one there on the right. Alright, well, as these baboons forage around here at Tau, let's head over to some impala at Tembe. Oh, wow. Okay. Good timing. We're just speaking of the rat and how it's coming to an end, and then there's a male impala mounting a female. Oh, there's an elephant drinking. That's also cool. You don't always see impalas mating, I must say. It's on the rarer side of things. I don't know if this boy's just coming in last minute Larry here. Mama, yes, the rat is going well. I assume that many of the females are now pregnant. Oh, nice to see the elephants around here. Glad to know they are still around, enjoying the waterhole. Beautiful scenes always here at Tembe. It really is quite special. I love the... Oh wow, that boy has beautiful tusks. The one on the left with his bum towards us. He's throwing sand on his back.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
South Africa's wild places are closer than you think, because Federal Airlines brings them to you. From the calm of our FedAir lounge to the smooth boarding of our trusted fleet, we take care of the journey so you can enjoy the adventure. Our flights go beyond the ordinary, connecting you to South Africa's most remote and extraordinary locations. Federal Airlines, your gateway to the South African wild.
Out here, every wild moment matters, and as a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing. Watch the Wild Earth channel, ad-free 24/7, where you can even rewind and watch something again. Get access to behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and access to early travel offers. It is the best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Wow, how beautiful is this? Some southern ground hornbills, whole family here at Wange Safari Lodge in Zimbabwe. Oh, that one looks like it caught something. I don't know what it was. Look, it still has it in its beak, like some sort of a worm or a little snake, maybe? Very cool. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's at least 5, if not 6. Yeah, wildlife lady, you haven't missed too much. We have had some elephants, a few giraffes, a very muddy warthog, and now some beautiful southern ground hornbills that are sticking around here in view of the camera, which is awesome. I think it still has it in its beak there. It looks like a small snake, maybe. Unless it's a lizard, maybe also with a tail. Something with a tail that's hanging there. And with southern ground hornbills, they can be together in a group like this for life. There would be an alpha male and female who would be breeding, and often their previous chicks stay with them to help raise the next chick, which can be between 5 to 7 years before they have another youngster. So It's a very slow process when it comes to these animals. It's part of the reason why they are endangered. Kimmy, you say that these birds remind you of dinosaurs. They do have this sort of prehistoric look to them, don't they? Kev, yes, absolutely. So this is very much the norm. They are community breeders. They live in small family groups. They're highly territorial animals, and actually quite unusual to see one on its own, I must say. It's either one or two. It's either two or then a larger 4, 5, 6 individuals together. Yes, Venus, there definitely is a reason for that, and it's all to do, it actually helps them produce the sound that they need to make when they are calling territorially or communicating, and that is what that sort of red pouch, if you could put it, that looks like a little balloon that sits on sort of below their beaks on their throat. So you can see on this one with its head down how inflated that pouch is. And I think the more sexually mature an individual is as well, the more that can inflate. For, I believe the males inflate them during, wanting to impress females. It's part of what they do. But also, like I said, to help produce a particular type of call that they make. And also that bare skin does help with thermoregulation for the body, being able to heat up or even cool down.
I met this remarkable rhino bull, whose name is Samson, last year in a place of extraordinary beauty, history and story. I'm going back there to see him in October, and I think you should come with me to his mysterious mountain fastness.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku!
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
Step into the heart of Africa from the comfort of your home.
Female leopard tracks over here.
Join our expert guides for a live 3-hour safari where every moment is real, unscripted, and unforgettable. Ask questions.
Animals rely on their senses.
Share your thoughts and be part of the experience as we explore together. Safari Live. Safari, wine, and waterfalls. The ultimate African adventure. Sip South Africa's finest wines. Experience a world-class safari among Africa's iconic wildlife. And stand in front of Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. All this can be yours with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
And now we are in Namibia with some blue wildebeest at Onguma in Etosha National Park. I can't believe how much vegetation there is around. We've had a tremendous amount of rain this year. Of course, earlier it's starting to dry out, and slowly but surely I think things will start to become a little bit barer. Lorraine, you want to know which is male and which is female. Now, I'm not sure if you were asking about the hornbills or the wildebeest, but I will explain both. When it comes to the southern ground hornbills, the best way to tell male from female is that the females, well, let me put it this way, the males have a completely red wattle or throat pouch. So from underneath the beak all the way till where the pouch ends, it's completely red. whereas the females have a black, navy, blue, purple colored patch on their wattle just below the beak. And that is the best way to tell male from female when it comes to the southern ground hornbill. In terms of the wildebeest, the males are definitely larger than the females. You can see that if they are together. Also, the male's horns come out wider than sort of its head, or even looking at it from the side. Yeah, I would say they come out quite significantly before they curl, whereas the females are a lot closer together in terms of in line with the ears at least. Of course, you can also look for a belly button on the males, which is basically the penile sheath, just like giraffes as well. Many other mammals have it. But that sort of bump on the belly does tell you that it is a male as well. Alright, well apparently some baboons have arrived to drink at Serondella, so let's head over there. I believe they're all around here. There's one on the right drinking, some moving, feeding, foraging as they go along. Nikki, absolutely agree. It's always interesting to watch baboons. Goodness me, they're always doing something, or even watching the interactions from one to the other. Oh, there's a little one. Hello, little one. I love the babies. They are adorable. That is a typical baboon call there. Often it's males announcing themselves. I love that these two are just looking like, oh no, it's Gary again, showing off. Beans, their call is something cool to hear, I must say, when we hear it. Often in the very early morning, males doing their sort of dominance call along the river often. And the reason for that is often there's lovely big trees along riverbeds or drainage lines where they roost in the evenings. Oh, look at that one cleaning its foot. And then also in the evening when they come back to roost, and the males will sometimes call again then. Deb, it's incredible, isn't it, how everything turns brown so quickly. I feel like sometimes it really is overnight. Like you don't notice it until you notice it, if you know what I mean. Definitely feel like these two are having a fat chat about family drama, who's doing what. It's like like they've come to the waterhole to spill all the gossip. I find baboons' eyes are so expressive. Their eyebrows especially, they all look quite serious with their sort of very low brows. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. That is such a small male. Wow. I think he took an opportunity there while no one else was around, because usually, I mean, you do see sometimes smaller males mating, but he's definitely not one of the dominant individuals of this troop. I mean, he was half her size. And we were actually talking about the was it on Drive? I was asked about the sort of the flesh, the skin that shows on a female's backside, and that sort of inflammation and the reddening that happens, and if it's in all baboons and that sort of thing. So it happens in the females when they're in estrus. So she's in heat at the moment, meaning that she's fertile and it's time for the males to mate with her. But he definitely took the chance there. I don't know if this is the female that we just saw, but it looks like her teats are quite elongated. I wonder if she currently has a little one that's suckling, or just being a mom past having had many youngsters before. Well, while these baboons enjoy their time here at Serendella, let's head over to Rosie's pan. Oh, hooray! An elephant! Come here for a relaxing drink this afternoon. I love when they cross their back legs like that. They look so chilled out.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
If you love watching Wild Earth, here's a little tip. Become a member. You can gain access to the channel ad-free, you can rewind and re-watch sightings, and you can join our Tuesday live safaris. There's also behind the scenes videos, fireside chats, and every Safari Live episode, whenever you want it. It's just a better way to stay connected to nature.
Well, we had this elephant go up to that rubbing post, well-used rubbing post, and rub its trunk on there a little bit. I wonder if it's done now, or if it's going to move off, maybe have a little bit more of a scratch. Can you hear it walking away, heading off? And this is another place where you can notice the change in coloration of the bush. It's quite incredible how brown it is, but also what I'm starting to notice is all the deciduous trees are starting to lose their leaves, from the bush willows to silver cluster leaves. So many those autumnal colors are coming through. Okay, let's head over quickly to Serondella. Beautiful. Here's a giraffe that's arrived amongst the baboons for a drink. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just beautiful to see this giraffe coming here. Such a beautiful coat on this individual. It looks like a female. And giraffe coloration is quite a topic to talk about, and often assumed that males are dark only. And yes, there's some that get almost like they've been bathing in charcoal, but this female has a very dark spots on her. It's really quite stunning. I mean, some of the paler ones are definitely not as striking as her at the moment here with us. Does have quite a round tummy. Don't know if she's pregnant, quite possibly.
Join me, Andrew Wistenholm, for an indescribable 6-night stay in the beautiful Albany of the Eastern Cape at Amakhala Game Reserve. Now, this trip is going to be action-packed with a lot of storytelling, adventure, as well as the opportunity to make everlasting memories. We'll be exploring the best of Amakhala by staying at 2 luxury lodges, which will be the perfect blend of comfort as well as wilderness. Book your spot today and let's get ready to explore the wild beauty of Amakhala.
Wild Earth has launched a special fundraising drive for our non-profit, the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. We're raising funds to source, create, and showcase thousands of untold stories. Stories that spark real action in conservation and social impact. Visit our website to donate and explore how you can become a founding donor.
My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. I grew up mostly in the Lowveld. I grew up here pretty much on the southern side of Kruger National Park, a place called Marloth Park, for most of my years. Something surprising about myself, I did play drums in a band for many years. Best sighting I presented, we found Palumba and the 2 cubs, and the cubs are just way big.
Wow, well, we are watching this giraffe feeding now. How beautiful. Very cool to see. Deb, yes, in perspective, there's another giraffe. Perhaps she's also coming for a drink. But yes, in light of seeing the size comparison between something like a baboon and a giraffe, it does make you realize just how big of an animal the giraffe really is. David, I mean, that's an interesting question in terms of that species of baboon and their behavior, one that's native to the East Africa region for the most part, in terms of olive baboons. So that is a different species to the one that we see here in Southern Africa, being the Chakma baboon. I'm not sure if it has to do with the water in terms of being quite shallow, or just a certain behavior by those baboons depending on the area, or a type of maybe clean, fresher water that they enjoy getting into. I have no idea, David, but it is interesting if that is something that they do enjoy doing, why they don't do it there. Well, this is lovely to see these giraffes just making their way across this area, walking through. Looks like a few tambuti trees around, which they're feeding on. And the trees that they're eating from are highly toxic to us as humans. Their leaves have a milky latex which can cause serious illness if we were to ingest it. even irritate our skin. But for giraffes, black rhino, porcupines, I'm not sure if there are any other animals, they actually have developed an immunity to that toxin, and it doesn't affect them, and they can eat the plant without any harmful consequences. Well, while these giraffes enjoy the tambuti trees, let's head over to some rhinos that have arrived at Founders. Oh, it's mom and baby again. That's wonderful. Hello, little one. There's an Egyptian goose popping out its head. I'm not sure if they are gone for good or maybe looping around to the other side. We'll just have a quick scan and check. Often if some rhinos around, there might be another that's in the area as well. I feel even this view has changed colour in terms of the grass going browner in the distance, but very much part of the cycle that the bush goes through from summer to winter. Well, since those rhinos have gone, we'll keep looking in case anything pops up. Looks like some bulbuls there. Let's head over to Roy's Dam. Oh, lovely. Wow, lots of elephants. What a great thing to have as part of our show today. I've been missing a herd of elephants. The two little ones there looked like they were both putting their ears out at one another.
My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. The best driver at Wild Earth, it is me. I believe I'm the best driver. I think so because I've. Best part of my job, I say, is just to try and look out for these animals, track them down. I love tracking animals. I love looking for, fresh tracks, and if you can find them, it's just at the moment of accomplishment. If I wasn't a presenter for Wild Earth, I would be the drummer for AC/DC.
Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We'll be
And you pretend like you're a circus man, eh?
Got no idea what's going on in this reserve.
Expecting the unexpected.
Are we stuck down there?
What am I trying to do?
Because we have another giant of Mabula.
That was incredible.
This is unbelievable.
It's going to be a spectacular afternoon.
You can see these elephants have now stopped at a bit of a sandy patch where they are doing some throwing. Well, I think there's some sand, but I also think there's a bit of mud there too. Raj, it is. It's beautiful scenery, wildlife at its best. And I love that we're able to hop between so many different places and see what's happening throughout the wild in the afternoons. Alright, well, the Ellies have left here now. We're going to head over to Tau. Oh, wow. And more baboons coming down towards the water. A whole herd of blue wildebeest. Looked like, oh, that wildebeest got a fright from the baboon. Morgan, hello, good afternoon to you. Lovely to have you with us. We are enjoying a lovely scene here at Tau with some baboons running around, some blue wildebeest. I don't know if they want to come and drink or if they just have chosen this to be the spot where they're ruminating. That little one popped up onto the rock. Oh, that's a big baboon running across there. It's amazing how the wildebeest just move away, even though there are far more of them in this area in comparison to that one baboon. Oh, there we go. I thought the one was going to chase it. I guess not. Joanne, yes, it's definitely the driest season here now at Tau. Still a lot of vegetation around. By the time we get to August, September, it's going to be very sparse here vegetation wise. It almost just looks like a bit of a dust bowl. Hard to believe, I know, but it does happen. Oh, Marco, I would love some croc and wildebeest interaction. We know that crocs have taken wildebeest here in the past. Quite something to see, but it has happened. Wama, no, I wouldn't say that baboons hate wildebeest at all. I don't think they think too much of them. Sort of just another animal that's around, and vice versa. I don't think the wildebeest are too worried about the baboons either. Wow, that mom has a little baby on her belly. There's an impala arriving to drink. Oh wow, that wildebeest is kneeling. I know that I've seen zebra do that before. When they can't reach the water, they're a little bit tall, kneeling down to drink. there are one or two wildebeest that are a little bit braver coming to the water. They very much have that herd mentality, so if one tries and is successful, generally the rest also decide to make a move.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Chidzana na tsima ra ntumbuluko Dlovukazi ya xitsundzuxo hosi ya rhumela.
How cool is this?
Alright, well, as our show enters the last few minutes, let's head over to some giraffe at Serondela. Wow, what a scene here. This is just beautiful. where arrive the zebras. Oh, what a fantastic ending to our show with this gorgeous scene here in Thorny Bush. Corbus, so in terms of the number of waterhole locations that we have, I don't actually know off the top of my head. Maybe about 10 different places, between 10 to 15. We don't always have all of them available for every show, also depending on what's happening at each one. We go to where there are animals around, but there are lots of different places for us to choose in terms of waterhole locations for this show. Jive Bunny, it's a pleasure. It's been a great show today. And yes, we will be out on drive in half an hour, 30 minutes time. The sunset safari will begin. Fingers crossed for that leopardess at Sandringham. I do hope so. They're all looking. I wonder what those giraffes are looking at. Maybe something is moving in the bushes further away. Dark Main Lover, it's such a pleasure. I'm glad that you enjoyed today's show. We will of course be back tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Wild Earth for the Waterhole show again at 12:30 Central African time. Spice, it's a pleasure. I'm glad that you enjoyed today's show as well. And yes, a really lovely ending here with giraffes and zebras at Serendella. To everyone who sent through comments and questions today, thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it, and we love chatting to you, talking about a lot of different things, and it's always great to know that you are all on board from all over the world. As I mentioned, we'll be out live on drive shortly, so make sure that you keep it tuned right here to Wild Earth. Mercedes, yes, we will see you all again next time. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you a pleasant day or evening ahead, depending where you are in the world. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We're heading out on a journey of natural discovery through some of South Africa's most wilderness areas, the Greater Kruger, the Albany district of the Eastern Cape, and the mystical Waterberg. We're going to be searching for animals great and small, and the fantastic plants and landscapes that sustain them. If you like what you see on Safari Spotlight, you can visit these wild places. You can go to Wild Earth Travel, where we will